it's out of whack. But I've been letting it branch out so that the trunk thickens up a little bit. However, this one's at a size that I kind of like already. So I'm pretty much just going to cut all this bottom off and then toy around with the top and see what kind of like pattern I can make up top. So I do also want to repot this one, so I might do that today as well. I'm gonna keep it in this grow pot, but I am going to repot it just because the soil type is super sandy, and every single day before this stream I actually had to water it because all the leaves were super droopy, but it's already back to being decent, so. This I'm just pulling the leaves off of because I think I'm gonna keep this little stick here and I'll eventually turn it into gin, which is just dead wood, so I'll kind of scrape the bark off and... Oh! Oh, he jumped away again. There's a grasshopper that's jumping at me. I was gonna put him outside, but I don't know where he went, so he can just stay for now. I don't know if I want to keep this branch or not. I could take it, kind of go low with it. So I'm gonna leave it for now and see how I feel about it. I wired up this branch previously, but I think I can remove the wire now. But I don't want to break the branch, so I'm gonna go grab my wire cutter just a second. This branch used to go straight up. I might have to move it a little bit, depending on if I keep this branch, because they kind of cross right now. Or if I wire this, and I'll have to move it out of the way. But you don't typically want crossing branches just because of how unnatural it looks. But I need to finish cleaning up here. I do like, from that point on, I do need to see the trunk a little more. So just to show you all the front now. From before. So it went from a bush to now you can actually see it kind of looks like a... Got the tree going this way, this is the main point. I'm trying to think of the name of the tree, maybe like an acacia. Kind of like a deserty tree. But you can see the two different flats. I do like this. I think I am going to keep this. It adds a little bit of depth to it. I just don't know, maybe somewhere out here. So I'll wire that up later. But I do like this little dead branch. I think it adds character to it. You also want to take some of the leaves from the start of the branch. So kind of around here. Just because typically when a branch is older and it's starting to have that vegetation, it's not going to be against the trunk. It'll be a little bit further out. So to give it the illusion of a tree. Yeah, I'm going to have to wire this one down because I think I do like this. Like, this is going to be my front of the tree. But these are currently crossing. I could get rid of this one, but I do kind of like... See? I could cut it to here and then leave this and then this, and kind of bring it down a little bit. But I do want to keep this, I think. So I'm gonna wire this one. I'm gonna leave the branch, so it's hard for me to show you, but I have this branch right here, but there's also a cluster of leaves. So I'm going to leave the branch, but kind of remove the leaves that are around it. And that's just to open up view of the trunk as it goes through. I am a little worried about how much I can press this one. Let's see. So what you could do is you can grab an already cut branch and you bend it. So I can put a pretty steep bend in this without it breaking. So I got to about almost a full U-turn before it snapped. So that lets me know that whenever I go to wire this, I can push down pretty aggressively to get it where I want. Which I think I'm gonna come down here, but lift this back up maybe. Hopefully, what I'm hoping is that some of these branches here and here, and I'll get some new branches here, will kind of fill in, and then I'll make a nice plait right there. I can cut this back. We got a big branch here, but unfortunately it's crossing. So this branch right here is kind of going against the flow of the tree. And since it's on this side, but it's crossing, you want to get rid of that because fundamentals of bonsai that I did not create. It is seen as unnatural because typically in an old refined tree, the branches that would be growing like that would have been shaded by all the other foliage, so it would never have gotten light and it would have died off. It would have lost to other branches. So you take those out to kind of emulate that. Another thing is, like, if you have a bunch of leaves underneath, make the trees, which two? Do you want these two or these? I can, there you go. Just for you. But another thing is, like, a lot of the leaves that grow underneath, I do have to make them not kiss for a second. I will make them kiss again for you. But on the underside of this branch, there's a bunch of leaves here that, while it's growing and I wanted that branch to thicken up and get more life, I leave it. But typically your leaves are going to be on the top of the branch because they're going up and out towards the sun. So I'm going to remove all these little ones at the bottom. Just once again, makes it have that older, more established tree feel rather than juvenile plant. So let's remove those. And I am excited for this one to reach whenever season. I gotta do a little more research on it. But this one has blue flowers. So that's why I'm trying to get it shaped up before it decides to flower. So I am excited for that because this will be my first one that produces flowers. Yeah, I think around here. Yeah. Okay. I am working with some kind of shittier wire, not gonna lie. I do need to invest in some better wire, but it's what I have for now, so it's what we rock with. And I have learned from recent mistakes not to wire too tightly, because my last tree that I wired decided it was going to have a massive growth spurt, and I did scar the tree just a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot of it, so I don't want to do that again. So I'm just going to gently, probably honestly stop there. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, this is, I think, where I like it for now. Once it grows a little more, I may have to shape it up again, but this is the first tree. And I will definitely take pictures and post pictures of it if it does end up blooming. But yeah,